Know that your boss may be talking about you behind your back, plotting behind your back? Well, if you know, you know. And I tell you guys all the time about your personal GPS, your intuition. Oh, you better listen to it, because the story I'm going to share with you today, if you can relate, you already know that you've already been documenting and you're already working on your next steps. You're already strategizing on how to get the heck out of there. So the story I'm going to share with you is, it's kind of twofold, because it involves a peer and it also involves a manager. And so the fact that it came to me, this information came to me from both a peer and a manager, well, and plus my own feeling, my own knowing, it was all the more reason for me to know that I was in a toxic work environment. So I'll start with my peer. There was a peer that was in one of the departments I worked in. I mean, the same department that has the one that my whole channel is about. This whole toxic department, which I don't even understand how these managers were even made managers. But this peer told me that she was contacted because she and I had a debate over, I want to say it was something really small, but it had something to do with the job. It was nothing personal. And she was contacted by a group of managers one day, and they wanted her to put a statement together. And they said, they contacted her. They said, didn't you have an issue with Kristen? Can you do this? Can you write the statement? And she said, absolutely not. I will not write this statement. And she told this to me, and I was really, really grateful that she shared this information with me, number one, because she didn't have to. We weren't close like that. But she just wanted me to be aware that managers were talking about me behind my back. The other thing is the manager. One of the managers in that department, who happened to be one of the good ones. I ran into her out and about one day shopping, and she asked me, she said, are you still in that same department? I said, no. She said, thank God. I said, why? She said, do you know they used to hold meetings about you? I was like, what? She said, yes. And it's only further validated what my peer had already told me. She said, yeah. She said, instead of them working on work, they were thinking of ways to make you miserable. They didn't want to fire you because they said they knew that you could do the work. So instead they would load work on you, and they found it fascinating to watch you try to hang on to your job. Oh yeah. I was their entertainment, you guys. They knew my story. They knew that I had 3 children. They knew where I lived. And they knew that, my husband and I, we both contributed to the household. And so, of course, why not watch her fight for her job? Because that's what amused them, to watch me fight for my job. So I was given the projects that no one wanted, or the projects that people messed up and they needed me to fix. And I didn't have the luxury of being sick. I didn't have the luxury of going on vacation. Even when I wanted to take vacation days, you guys, it was always a hassle. Like, well, we need you to do this. We need you to do that. Even when I tried to interview to get out of the group, and I got another video coming on that, how my manager tried to sabotage me leaving her department. Again, you guys, that's why it's so important for you to document. Document, document, document. And if you have a feeling in the pit of your stomach, and you know that you're being mistreated at your job, then you need to be getting the heck up out of there, because it only gets worse. And for managers, not just my manager, not just 2 people, but several managers, and they enlisted human resources because, of course, you guys, I keep telling you guys, human resources works for the company. So they knew I had dirt on them, and so they needed to get dirt on me. And that's why it's important for you to go to work, do your job, keep your head down, don't start no mess, and just go to work, do your time, and get out. Collect that check, and then get out altogether. So I hope this helps someone out there. If you thought your manager was talking about you behind your back, 9 times out of 10, they are. And they talking about you with other managers. So I hope this information helps someone out there. I'm Kristen Peoples of BossOfCulture.org. Bye.